Have you ever questioned why an apple falls from a tree? It's not a trick question, but a matter of perception and belief. Most would say it's due to gravity, but what if someone believes it's because the apple chooses to fall? Perception and belief, two concepts deeply intertwined yet distinct, shape our understanding of the world around us. Perception refers to the way sensory information is organized, interpreted, and consciously experienced. It's how we make sense of the world through our five senses. On the other hand, belief is a mental attitude that some proposition is true. For most practical purposes, people equate belief with subjective certainty. Consider the case of optical illusions, a fascinating example of how perception can be manipulated. Take the famous Rubin vase, an image that can be perceived as either a vase or two faces in profile. Here, perception doesn't only involve the eyes, but also the brain's interpretation of what the eyes see. Depending on how the brain interprets the image, a person might perceive the vase or the faces, proving that perception is not just about what meets the eye. In contrast, beliefs are not always based on sensory information. They can be influenced by a variety of factors, including culture, upbringing, personal experiences, and even cognitive biases. For instance, a study by Ross, Lepper, and Hubbard in 1975 demonstrated the persistence of belief in the face of disconfirming evidence, a phenomenon known as belief perseverance. Participants in this study were asked to evaluate suicide notes. Even after being told their evaluations were incorrect, most participants continued to believe in their initial judgments, showing how strongly beliefs can hold, even in the face of contrary evidence. Our beliefs can also influence our perceptions. This is particularly evident in the phenomenon of perceptual set, where our expectations and beliefs guide our perception of ambiguous sensory information. A classic example of this is the young lady or old woman illusion. Depending on one's initial perception or belief, the image can be seen as either a young lady or an old woman. Once a particular interpretation is set, it can be difficult to switch to the other, demonstrating how our beliefs can shape our perceptions. In essence, perception and belief are two sides of the same coin, each influencing and being influenced by the other. Perception provides us with sensory information about the world around us, while belief helps us interpret this information based on our experiences, attitudes, and expectations. In summary, perception and belief are integral to how we understand and interact with the world. The way we perceive the world is not just about what our senses tell us, but also about how our brains interpret this information. On the other hand, our beliefs are not always grounded in sensory information, but can be influenced by a range of factors, from culture and upbringing to personal experiences and cognitive biases. Moreover, our beliefs can shape our perceptions, as seen in the phenomenon of perceptual set. And despite contrary evidence, we often hold on to our beliefs, a concept known as belief perseverance. As we navigate through life, it's essential to be aware of these processes, questioning not just what we see or hear, but also what we believe. Because after all, isn't it fascinating to think that the apple might just choose to fall from the tree?